Greetings. It's June 2014, 25th. We had amazing equinox, and we will have an amazing year as we draw out the cleanup process and the cycle. And a lot of I didn't mention is that the pain and the sufferings is really self-imposed. Yes, when you're a kid, you cannot help what your parents did to you or what's all the brainwashing and programs. But as you come older, it is your responsibility, no one else, to direct your own life. It is your own life. No one can drink for you. They can try to shove the water down your throat, but you gotta swallow. Or unless you'll be forced to, of course. But I mean, generally, no one walks for you, clean your teeth, or eat, or drink, or live for you. You must live for yourself, even at the face of extreme pressure or delusion of pressure. And so I didn't. My last verse didn't include that a lot of the suffering is really in our minds or our imagination. Because humans are very imaginative. That's the design of human, is to question life, existence, and to be capacitors for God and the others. Now, humans were created to be capacitor, yes, batteries for the planet Earth. Do not deny that a lot of the problem is that humans deny that what they are is that you are here to serve. You heard the call that God, Earth, needed enlightenment. And there are ones that did not have the understanding of the inner truth, light and truth, because they were born of darkness and lies. That is basically what the original story when Earth was created was for. And you have the family of light and you have the family of dark, and you have the war between light and dark, and the dark had won the Earth territory as their own, and for 12,000 years it has controlled and manipulated the human species, human race, and their own kind as well, that has not supported them. And so a lot of the sufferings is not understanding. That is what's been going on. Now, no matter what, the free will maintains free will to serve or be served. Like your free will to serve, or if you're not choosing enlightenment, you will be served on a platter as food, fodder for the beast, or not. I have made peace with my family and loved one who have chosen to be fodder to the beast, as I am communicating with the beast as well in an equal sort of way. But the beast is elusive in its many forms. The money currency is one form of its manifestation. The internet is another form, and there are other forms too. So that's why, like, I never experienced in war, but I've watched videos of war, or movies of war, and pain, suffering, and shooting, and killing, and hurting, and the mind goes on its trip, or imagination. So humans are very imaginative creatures. I have to give that list. So I feel sorry for those who have experienced war. My dad has, my mom has, but they're still living in that loop as if the war is still going on, but it has passed. 1980 it's over, but it's never over in their mind. And so they perpetuate it and transfer that into my brother and I. And I was like, no shit. So I won't accept it. I did carry this for my teenage year until I was 14, and I was like, woke up and say no more, none. I would not accept your reality as true, because the war is not in America. We are in America, and it's not war. It is a different war. It's a different war, but it's the worst one, actually, because you don't actually see it. It's subtle, and that is the evil, the true evil. So that war we've been in, that's the war of the psychological warfare, manipulation of mind, emotion of the being. So subtle you can't see. Right under your nose you can't see and feel and touch and resist until it's too late. Like turning the heat in the frog so slowly until it becomes so hot it dies. But if you put into a boiling frog, it jump up, right? Because it knows, so that we've been into a different kind of war. But the real war of it's like it's over, but they're still living in it. That's one point. The other point is the illusion, the world of illusion that we live in, that you live in, that I'm expressing through you, is that, what is that? Well, like right now, I could say kind of pretty, but I can look quite horribly ugly and beastly to some people whose heart is beastly of the beast and horrible and ugly. So they see me as that projection, because my light is a mirror, and so they see themselves. Someone who's pure and beautiful will see me as beautiful and pure. But I'm projecting a neutral face so that both sides will see. But this is neither's true. I'm all that, and mostly, people see it as beautiful, and some will see it as beautiful but keep a distance kind of way. Basically, because if you're not a pure heart, and when you die, I am the one who judged your heart, and so it makes sense if they avoid me in this physical life in a way. So that's discernment. You should have too. When those people that you don't like or you do like, there's a reason for that. And I don't care. I don't mind. I understand that they're afraid of what I will see, or ashamed of what I will see. So they put up with it later. I would say I'd rather deal with you when I die than now, kind of way. Because now I might mess up and make it worse, and you will have to judge me more then, or something like that. Yeah. So be okay with your life as it is, because it is your life, and be grateful and be proud, and do what you can, because your best is good enough. And that's the most if I can leave. That's amen. There's many more. There's many teachers out there. There's many sources that will lead you. It's not one source. If anyone tell you that I am the way, I am the only way, or come to me and be saved, and you should run away. But if your heart feels right, you trust, then go for it and learn what is there to learn or experience. And even if you fall, they can't keep you that long in the underworld. Eventually, if your heart desires, your soul desires, you will be saved. Don't know when, but it could be another trillion of years. But I have been here since the beginning, and I will be here till the end, and after that, in many forms. When it was the dinosaurs, before the dinosaurs, before there was even Earth, when we created Earth, before there was this solar system, before this was this galaxy, I was here. So it's just a form of a dream body that we interact with and experience life as it is, now, here, and always. Enjoy it now. But you say, how can I enjoy it now if I don't have this and that, so and so, you know? So that's how she teach you how to access the patterns of existence, the substance that make all things possible. And it's like the sun radiates its ray. It radiates out, but it cannot feel its warmth unless another sun or star radiates back towards it. You see? So our sun is only existing as it is because another sun is funneling it too, and they become the symbiotic, give and take. And then the sun gives to the planet Earth, and the planet Earth gives to the whole planet creatures, and the creature is supposed to give back to the planet so it be sustainable. Instead, it just takes and destroy and frack the planet up, and so eventually California and Oregon will crumble down the ocean if they don't stop this fracking. Yes, so it doesn't have to be, but it will be. The future is not set in stone. There is a future, but it's not set in stone, but it is a default. We have a default. The timeline, Earth will end this time. Earth began this time. Earth was created here, and Earth will end here. That is not changeable. It's solid. What can change is what happened inside the Earth. What happened to Earth. Yeah. So that is, the events can be changed. The species and animals and that can exist on the Earth and all that can change. And the Earth can be a star, or Earth can be a moon. Earth can be I don't know what else. Well, right now Earth is a planet, but the planet is a birthing chamber and embryo that holds the seed of stars, but only become stars if it is nurtured. And if it's not nurtured, it dies and become a moon. You see, so before the dinosaur, before there was the beings, the Hyperboreans, Earth died and almost became a moon, which is death. It's like an aborted fetus. That's the moon. That's there's a difference between